Now, when you're manifesting, you're not manifesting the material, the object, or the person itself. You got to be open. You're only going to manifest the attributes, the know-how. You're only going to manifest the right place, the right time. You're only going to manifest the right opportunities. And don't be having fixated outcomes. Don't be fixated on how that will take place or how that scenario will take place, because then what happens is you will be stuck in what will be presented to you, and then you'll create frustrations and blockages that would basically prevent you from, like, all right, if this opportunity or this situation or this material or this object or this person is not, or this thing is not something that I want, you want to make sure that you let that shit go and wait till a better opportunity and a better time to present itself again. Now, you have to cross your own T's, dot your own I's, and zigzag your Z's. So that's basically pointers that I wanted to share in regards to you maybe utilizing the practices of manifestation. Those are pointers to take into consideration when you're in your practices. What I mean by your practices, your ritual practices and your witchcraft, aka you obtaining the know-how. What's that? The know-how, the vision, the imagination, the intellectual property. The shit that comes out, that shit that comes from that gets manifested, that you attract into your life, matters none. You will have to use your creativity, your imagination, your skill sets, your attributes, your abilities to make things happen for you. Also, what to take into consideration, also to amplify your manifestations, is also being aware of the moon cycles as well. Being is that the moon also enhances mental, is a form of mental amplification, and also as well as dealing with the moon symbolizes and represents all the world's feelings and emotions in one location, in one spot, in one area. Now, I say that to say the best times to plant seeds of new thoughts and ideas for you to bring forth your own personal manifestations that you want into your own life is the new moon. And then once you plant those seeds and you act on those thoughts and ideas, the imaginations, those visions, when you carrying those things out, you want to be as if you already have that now. So when the moon goes into going from the first quarter, goes into the waxing, you will see a form of integration of those thoughts and ideas and seeds and things you planted. Boom. Now when it goes into the waxing, going into the full moon, that's when the full moon will represent the accumulation of everybody's feelings and emotions in the world, and all their energies and influences in that one spot. In regards to dealing with the subconscious, dealing with the emotions, dealing with your needs, things that you need or attract. Now, I say that to say that around that time, that's when you want to reap around your harvest. So now, that's what the term calls, you reap what you sow. You can use that. That's kind of where that term came from. Boom. Going into the new moon. Oh shit, phone about to fall. Boom. So going to the new moon. After the full moon. Bang. Around that time, with anything your practices, thoughts and ideas, feelings and emotions, actions, rituals, spells, things you speak on, things that you want to attract into your life. Around that time, that's when you want to do spells or incantations or things that would you want to protect your manifestations and what you're trying to bring forth into your manifestation. Once the full moon passes, it goes into the waning. When it goes into the waning, now that's when the moon is emptying out. And that's all the feelings and emotions is leaving out. But during the full moon, around that time, whatever sign the full moon is in, you want to be in the opposite energies, being is that the accumulation of all our energies would be will take place in what you would consider as a tower moment or a full moon moment, where you're dealing with high levels of extremes, dealing with circumstances, situations via people, places, and things. You don't want to get caught up in the bullshit that other people are into that are not actually aware of what the fuck they're creating for themselves, or what they're trying to, or the effects that take place with other individuals. That's the time you want to plant thoughts tonight. So the waning is basically the balsamic phase, which is basically the closure, the ending out of them. So you want to protect what you already accumulated and manifested so far. So bang, that's when you go in to take care of that. You have people that have a tendency of, you have a lot of people that practices the reverse aspect of that, and then plant seeds and activate shit and initiate shit on the full moon, which is not necessarily a wise to do, being is that, like I